Hello and welcome to Deep Cuts the Game, the movie trivia podcast where I give my three guests three movies and they try and come up with the most random, obscure, or minor actors from those films. The deeper the cut, the more points they get. I'm your host, Jeff Penn, and with me as always, his graduating class voted him most likely to have a robot girlfriend, Alex Young. How's it going, Alex?
Pretty good, Jeff. Unfortunately, we don't live in the future yet, so.
But there's time.
There's still time. You're right.
I mean, we are dangerously close to robot girlfriends. Like, it seems like, you know, like 5 years ago we'd be like, that's ridiculous. But now I feel like in 5 years there may honestly be robot girlfriends.
Is that, of all the like predictions of the future, that's the one you're hoping for the most?
It's not what I'm hoping for. I just feel like that seems to be like what people are working on, like too hard. Like, sure. Alex, we have real dolls and we have AI. Like, when is somebody going to be like, let's just put ChatGPT in?
Have you not seen either Megan movie? Like, this is just gonna go badly, dude.
Yes,
come on.
Alex, I know it's not gonna go well.
Okay.
What's going on with you? You just got back from Fantasia. Is that what you're gonna talk to me about?
I did, and that is what I'm gonna talk to you about. Because I got back on Monday and it was a great time as always. They do a really good job with that festival. It's super accessible, it's very affordable. And the audience is by and large very good. But this always seems to happen to me. I get like one weirdo, man. I had one strange guy who was fine. He was just a little oblivious. So I was going in the screening. It was in the smaller venue. And it was behind this fella who I thought was like 95. He had white hair. He was moving really slowly. And he just kind of like meandered off into the somewhere into the venue. And I'm like, great. So I was able to like run past him, like grab the aisle seats like I love. Because usually I run to the washroom during a movie. And then eventually he filtered back and sat down directly beside me. There were plenty of empty seats, but he sat down right beside me. And at this point, I've probably put him in his like mid-50s, despite having like white hair and moves slow. None of that is relevant to the story other than I want to paint a picture. So he sits down and he takes both armrests instantly. And he like kind of like leans. The left side is empty. He leans to the right side into my space. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, I'm not very big. I don't take up a lot of space, but also a little bit of etiquette. Like, just try and stay within your bubble.
And so you're at this movie on your own.
Yeah.
It's just you. He's on his own.
Yes.
The seat on the other side of him is open.
Correct.
Is there anybody, like, is there two seats open or three seats open?
Just the one. Besides,
and then another
like
person.
Two empty seats beside me. He took one, whatever. Right. So that's all fine. It's a sold out screening. It's all going to fill up anyway. That is fine. But he still like leaned over. He had his like leg over in my spot, like very much like a man-spreading situation when he was sitting, which again, the seats are far enough apart. You don't need to do this. Anyway, that's all fine. I got myself sorted on like the far side of my seat. I'm like, it's fine. I'll figure it out. But then through the whole movie, he kept talking to himself. He made little comments, not questions, not whatever.
Or reactions to like, oh my gosh, or like something like that. But he's like, just
little things that I could only half understand of like, oh, I gotta watch out. That's gonna get you. But I'm like, who are you talking to? So this went on for quite a lot. And at one point, this girl has like a fish in a bowl, a little fish. And I could hear him under his breath. And I'm not exaggerating, for about 30 to 45 seconds going, glop, 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 glop. Like he was talking to the fish on the screen. I'm like, this is insane behavior. So halfway through, like I do, I went up and ran to the washroom. And I came back. Jeff, he took my goddamn seat.
What?
This was the most unhinged thing that's ever happened to me in a theater. I came back. He had at some point, he's like, oh, this seat's empty. Great. So he moved over and took my seat. The bathroom's attached. I was gone for maybe 2 minutes. Like max 2 minutes in and out. But I came back and I'm like, oh, hey, you're in my seat. And he looks at me like I'm insane. And he's like, oh, and he like moved his legs for me to squeeze by to take his seat. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, you're in my seat. And he's like, oh. And like moved over back into his, sat down, took up all the space that he sat, and then just went for like 2 minutes. Like, this was such an exhausting thing for him that he'd keep clearing his throat about it.
You and I are such different people. Because I would have been in a fist fight by that point. Like, I would have been fighting a person, Alex. Like, it would have started with me just like pushing his elbow, like, "Hey, you've had it for half the film. Now it's my turn."
Sharesies. This
And
is
then
playground rules.
it would have started a slap fight, and then I would have been punching him.
No. Listen,
right.
for all I know, this guy's French Canadian. I don't want to tussle with that. They're tough.
Thanks, Alex. Well, thanks for that. I'm hoping for more Fantasia stories in the future, Alex. Usually,
Be holding your breath on that one because
all right.
Everything else is really uneventful.
Well, let's bring in our two guests, of which 50% of the people on the show tonight are petting their cats as we're doing this podcast. True. So it's everyone else is feeling left out, Alex. Today's guest is living proof that watching thousands of movies does count as a career move. You've seen him on Roger TV's Cinema Scene, heard him dissect cinema in the Untitled Movie podcast, and if Letterboxd gave out frequent flyer miles, he'd be already in the Platinum Club. He's a Critics' Choice member, a Tomato Meter approved critic. Please welcome the one, the only, Eric Marchen.
Wow, that's a really nice introduction.
Sure.
I appreciated that, and also, Alex, I was hoping that the story reveal would be that the person that took your seat was Fran.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Yeah. And she was
that
just
would
having
be my luck.
Tiny little bird like appetizer wings or something like that.
She's like, "Oh, I caught these birds outside, and I murdered them in my hotel room."
Murdered them up. But we have another guest with us tonight, Alex. Somebody who you didn't go to college with.
Correct.
Why is my wife walking into the room and covering her face? What are you hiding your face from?
Because I just have wet hair.
Nobody can see you.
Oh, just making sure.
But she went by like this. Like, I don't want to see what's on your screen.
I don't want people to see me.
All right. Get out of my room. Our other guest watches the weird and wild of indie films and loves the ones that make you say, "What the hell did I just watch?" She's the voice behind Cinema Schminema, a champion of cult oddities, horror shorts, and movies with more heart than budget. She's a part critic, part poet, and we're lucky to have her. Please welcome Misty Layne. Misty, thanks for coming out.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're super thrilled to have you. I know when I first asked you if you wanted to come on the show, I think one of your first responses to me was that you are socially awkward or something. And I was like, oh, don't worry. We all are. Like, that's why we do a podcast from my basement about movies instead of like going out and doing things with our lives. Right, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably right, Jeff.
Yeah. We don't play sports anymore. We don't do anything
anymore.
No. Okay, I played sports at one point.
This feels like an ad for Centennial College grads. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, Misty, thanks for coming out. We talked to you a little bit before the show started. You're all the way down in Alabama. I think I've driven through Alabama once on my way to Louisiana. Would that make sense to you? Does that sound right geographically?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I've never been to Louisiana.
Really? Oh my God, it's right there. I think we stopped in like Tuscaloosa. That sounds.
Oh yeah. That's a different part of Alabama than me, but yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, if we're from Canada, it's like, do you know John in Vancouver? And it's like, no, that's 3,000 miles away. And yeah, actually, I do know John. He's married to my sister, kind of thing, because we do all know each other. Well, thank you for being here. We're going to play the game quick, and then we'll talk to you guys a little bit at the end about who you are and where people can find you. Alex, are you excited about this one?
I don't know, Jeff. I'm apprehensive because I feel like being up against two critics, I'm just going to do abysmally.
It's okay. I'm dead inside.
Well, the first thing we do is we used to do a thing where everyone would try to guess what movie I'm thinking of. And I'm just tired of doing that because I can't think of movies anymore. But what I'm going to do is give you the name of an actor. And you're going to try to tell me what movie is the highest up on their IMDb top 4. So you're just going to try to So in honor, I don't want to say in honor. Seemed like a bit of a douche. A D-bag, but he just passed away. So we're going to do Hulk Hogan.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, good luck with that one, everyone. So, Eric, I'm going to make you go first for this one. On IMDb, what is Hulk Hogan's best known for?
Suburban Commando?
Suburban Commando. I mean, the fact that you can even remember a Hulk Hogan movie is well done.
I don't think that should be applauded.
And I mean, he is the star of it. So, Misty, what do you think is highest up on Hulk Hogan's IMDb?
I actually didn't know he did movies. So
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't really, or never really. I mean, okay, there's yeah.
the only thing I know him from is wrestling.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, TV could be on here, so it could be WWE or something like that. So we'll put that down. Alex, do you have anything?
I
Mr. Hulk
also
Hogan?
didn't know he was in movies in like any capacity. So I don't know. Is he like in The Last Action Hero?
I mean, that's a good one. I mean, the Expendables might have been a nice, like Expendables 4 or something like that. He might have showed up. He doesn't. He doesn't show up in any of those. Alex. Great. Things he does show up in, though, and I don't know if this is in like an archive footage or he's on TV, but he's in Gremlins 2. Really? I haven't seen Gremlins 2 in a long time, so I don't know. Rocky 3 actually is the thing that, you know, because he does have a pretty prominent part in Rocky 3. He also had a movie called No Holds Barred, where I think he actually just plays a wrestler. But number 1, and Eric was right, with Suburban Commando.
Wild.
Which I believe kind of sets off the whole guy is a nanny or a babysitter when he really shouldn't be, right? Like, this is kind of like a precursor to like The Pacifier.
Kindergarten Cop.
What was the Jackie Chan one where he was what was that called? Like the nanny? Like
The Tuxedo?
No. That's with Jennifer Love Hewitt. There's one with Jackie Chan where he's taking care of kids. But it doesn't matter. A lot of babysitter movies in the 80s and 90s. So, Eric, you're the only one who got one. So where would you like to go? First, second, or third?
I'm so embarrassed I got it.
And you got his number 1, too. Like, you were like, it's Suburban Commando.
God. I'll play it safe. I'll go with 2.
All right, fair enough. So there was no TV. There was no wrestling on there. Alex said Last Action Hero, which is not even... Misty, I'm going to go with you. Would you like to go first or third?
Third.
Third. Just playing it safe. Put Alex in number 1. All right. So today's 3 movies are, like I said, each one got a movie from your list, and then a third movie. There are no crossovers tonight. So from 1989, Heathers. From 1994, the number 1 rated movie on the IMDb top 250 movies of all time, Shawshank Redemption. And then, I think from 1999, I did not write it down, but I did watch it yesterday, The Faculty.
I love that movie so much, Jeff.
Now, Misty told me she was a fan of 80s and 90s horror, so hopefully The Faculty still falls under her love of horror.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time, but
yeah. You're familiar with it. All right. So while you guys are thinking of some names, writing them down, and Alex's cat is cleaning itself in front of the camera, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Movie buffs and collectors, this one's for you. MoviePosters.com offers an incredible selection of posters for every taste, from obscure indies to your blockbuster favorites.
Want a poster for The Longest Yard, The Good One, or the Adam Sandler one?
They've got both.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka, or just Wonka?
They have all options in a variety of sizes.
Go to MoviePosters.com and use the promo code DEEPCUTS15 to get 15% off your next order.
We are back with Deep Cuts the Game. We have Eric and Misty joining us today. But on the clock first is Alex, and he has 3 movies he can work from: The Faculty, Heathers, and Shawshank Redemption. Alex, what's your best deep cut?
I'm going to take the only name I've written down for Heathers, which is Ortho from Beetlejuice. Is in it as, I think, a priest or a dad.
Yeah, he delivers all the funerals in the film.
Yes.
Yeah, Ortho from Beetlejuice, and for whatever reason, my other touchstone, like he's in an episode of Seinfeld, I think is like a landlord when like they're trying to get Elaine into the apartment.
Everybody's in an episode of Seinfeld.
They are.
Never in doubt, be like, oh, that guy, he was in one episode of Seinfeld, and Jeff will be like, yep, 10 points.
Yep, he was. He was 10 points, Alex, and his name is Glenn Shattuck.
Perfect
is his name. Well done. Eric, we're to you. What's your first deep cut? And you don't have to stick with Heathers. You can go to any of the 3 movies.
All right, so I'll go with Shawshank Redemption, and I'll start with Jeffrey DeMunn, who's at the beginning of the movie.
Well done. Yeah, very small scene as
Mhm.
the district attorney.
Yeah.
I believe he's credited as AD 1947 in the movie. Like he's not like given a name or even just district attorney. He's AD 1947. Because yeah, this is a Frank Darabont movie, so he kind of just uses the same people over and over again. Because DeMunn is in, well, he's in The Green Mile. He's in The Walking Dead, the first season.
The Mist.
The Mist, he's in that. Yeah, so he's in all of them. So Jeffrey DeMunn for 14 points. Well done. Misty, we're down to you. You get 2 in a row.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I know, like, and that's so when I asked you your movies, and you came to, I was like, man, Heathers is like the only movie that's got a fairly deep cast, and even that, it's kind of an unknown cast, unless hopefully someone like you, Misty, is a big fan of the movie.
Hopefully. I'm going with Heathers, and I don't remember her name. I'm not 100% positive that she is the one I'm thinking of, but one of the Heathers was also on Buffy. She played Harmony.
Oh, was that Mercedes McCabe?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check.
She,
I know. So Harmony is the one that she becomes a vampire, right? Like she's kind of the dumb girl.
yeah,
that's
she's
like Cordelia's friend.
yeah.
Who then becomes a vampire.
And then she's on Angel.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
shows up in Angel. Yeah, I'm sorry, Misty. She's not in Heathers.
Is she not?
She's
Seems
definitely
like she is.
Was.
and she's definitely not one of the 3 Heathers. I can tell you that for sure.
Okay.
And I did not see her in the credits. Like I think I would have. Yeah, I would have.
Mm.
I'm gonna write it down, Harmony from Buffy, and we can do a double look at the end. But I don't think so.
Okay.
What else you got, Misty?
The Faculty, and this is also a maybe because I might be thinking of a different movie. I'm really bad with the names.
No worries.
Devon Sawyer, or is that a different movie?
It's a different movie. And I was gonna say people might confuse this one with like Disturbing Behavior because there is a bit of a, but he's not in that one either. What's Devon Sawa? He's Idle Hands.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not in this one, Misty.
I told you I was going to be so bad at this game.
Listen, you're giving us you're giving us names, and to be fair, Devon Sawa in the 90s and early 2000s was in every horror movie.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad guess. Eric, we're back to you. You gave us Jeffrey DeMunn in the first round. What's your second deep cut?
I'll go back to Shawshank, a character actor that I always like seeing in movies like The Departed, in Aliens. He was Vasquez's partner, Mark Rolston.
Mark Rolston, yes. He goes by the name of Boggs in the Shawshank
and he
Redemption.
basically gangs up on one of the lead characters.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. He's worth 9 points for Mark Rolston. I believe he leaves the prison in an ambulance where they say he may never walk again. So 9 points for Mark Rolston. Alex, you get your second and your third deep cuts.
Boy, not a feel-good movie, that Shawshank, eh?
I mean, at the end.
Spoilers, I guess. Okay, I'm going to take 2 from The Faculty. I just remembered somebody else from that movie. But I will take Bebe Neuwirth, I believe is one of the teachers.
She's, if I'm not mistaken, she's actually the principal, Alex.
Oh, wow. She's
Bebe Neuwirth from
Faculty, Jeff.
From Cheers and Frasier. She is worth 8 points, Alex.
Always undervaluing your Broadway gals. And I will also take John.
Wait, do you think she should be worth more or less points?
She'd be worth more.
Because
she's a legend.
But no, she should be worth less points because she is a legend.
But it doesn't count for you because you're not a big musical guy, so you don't know who most of these people are. So we should all be getting more points for your ignorance. It's like a tax.
Okay. Well, I know who Bebe Neuwirth is, Alex.
Because of Frasier.
Yes. What's your third deep cut?
Jon Stewart, also from The Faculty.
Yes, he is the science teacher. So, and he's actually worth the same amount of points, Alex.
But he's done no Broadway.
Are you sure, Alex?
I'm not actually sure.
Yeah. So 8 points for Jon Stewart. Eric, we're back to you with your third deep cut while Alex drinks out his child Hulk, Incredible Hulk glass.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Hulk Hogan.
I almost did.
No, I don't own any of those.
Yeah. Well, I hope. So, since we're talking about Seinfeld and drinking out of a cup, I know he drinks out of a bottle of water multiple times in The Faculty. Daniel von Bargen.
Whoa! Wow. Well, no, it's really good. Because that guy comes up like once every 3 weeks. We talk about Daniel von Bargen.
Oh, he was so good. Like, honestly, like Lord of Illusions, amazing.
See, yeah, we talked about a Lord of Illusions a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he was George's boss at what was the name of the company? Something Kruger Industrial Sanding. He's also in Silence of the Lambs. Is one of the SWAT team guys.
Is he in Malcolm in the Middle? Is he the one guy
he's
army
he's
sergeant?
he's the drill sergeant that Francis goes to. So Daniel von Bargen. I don't know what. I think he teaches history. He's worth 12 points. I just know he drinks at school. So well done. Okay, Misty, we're back to you. Let's get some points on the board, okay, Misty?
Not a deep cut, but Heather Shannon Doherty.
Yes, she is definitely one of the Heathers. I think she's one of the Heathers that makes it to the end, if I'm not mistaken. So Shannon Doherty for 5 points. Well done. So at the halfway point, Misty, you have 5 points, thanks to Shannon Doherty. Eric, you have 35 points. And Alex, you have 26.
Okay.
So you're not out of it. And there's still lots of points on the board. So Misty, we're back to you. You got us Shannon Doherty. I don't know if anybody would know who the other Heathers are by name. Like, they're pretty tough to know. You might know other movies they're in, but what do you got?
Actually, I was gonna go to The Faculty because I might have thought of someone.
Okay.
Maybe. Again, might be a different movie. I'm not sure of her name, but she was in Boy Kills World and Hemlock Grove.
I believe you're talking about Famke Janssen, if I'm not mistaken, and you are correct. From X-Men, she is Jean Grey, Phoenix. So
Deep Rising, Jeff. She's in Deep Rising, one of my favorites.
Famke Janssen, yeah, and she actually doesn't have much of a role in this film, considering who she was. So she's worth 10 points. So well done on that one. And I looked it up. The girl who played from Buffy, that you were talking about, Misty. What did we say her name was in Buffy? Was it Harmony? Her name is Mercedes McNabb, and at the time of the filming of Heathers, she would have been 9 years old. So she would have been doing the Addams Family movie at that point, because she's one of the campers. Okay. She's the bitchy camper.
I remember her in that.
That's where she was kind of at that time. Eric, we're back to you. You've got the lead. You got 3 rounds to go, though. So what's your 4th deep cut?
I'll go with Shawshank again and go with another regular of Frank Darabont's, William Sanderson, who's also in The Mist, in The Green Mile, was in the pilot episode of Tales from the Crypt as well.
Oh, what did I know? Oh, sorry, you said Sanderson, but I think you mean William Sadler.
Sadler, yes. Pardon me.
Because I was like, I didn't write down this William Sanderson guy. Who the fuck is he?
Sadler, pardon me.
William Sadler, yeah. He's got the stutter in prison. He's got that.
And he pronounces Alexander Dumas as dumbass.
Dumbass, yes. Alex, what do you know him from? William Sadler.
Honestly, Shawshank is like my touchdown for him.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say, isn't he the president in Iron Man 3?
Oh yeah, he is.
And he's Death in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. So yeah, William Sadler for 7 points. Well done. Alex, you get your 4th and your 5th.
Okay, so I'm going to take one from Shawshank, because Eric keeps taking all my deep cuts from Shawshank, which is annoying. And this one isn't that deep. I feel like he's in it a lot, but I'll give me Clancy Brown.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely in it a decent amount of time.
The main guard.
The main guard, yeah. So Clancy Brown for 5 points, Alex.
Most famous for gargoyles.
Highlander, man. Come on.
Gargoyles.
SpongeBob SquarePants. What's your fifth deep cut then, Alex?
He's probably gonna be worth something similar to Clancy Brown because I feel like he's in it quite a lot, but maybe people have forgotten that Usher is in The Faculty.
He fucking is. And Alex, you know what? He's not in it a lot because he's not one of the main crew.
Is he not? In
He
my
is
head,
on the
he
poster,
is.
though.
He is.
He's on the he may be on the poster, but he's not in the movie. Like he's
Very
got
much.
3 lines. Like he's just a football guy. So he's worth 10 points, Alex.
Whoa.
I mean, honestly, he's got
Great.
far less time, and I think unless you knew who he was at the time, you would have forgotten that he was in it because he's so forgettable in this movie. So yeah, well done,
he's not
Usher.
listening. That's mean.
He's definitely, you know, who's not listening to this, Alex? Usher.
I hope you get an
can tell
email
you that.
tomorrow. He's like, "Hey, fucker."
I mean, I would take that as a win. I would think that is such a huge win. Eric, what do you got? Alex had a nice little Usher pull there. What do you got?
He did. And I'm going to take a swing because I might end up in territory that Misty's been in where I might be mistaking someone for another movie. But is Jordana Brewster in The Faculty?
She is. She's the bitchy popular girl. Jordana Brewster for 6 points.
Nice.
Well done. All right, Misty. You've gotten yourself out of worst score territory. You're now, no, it's good because some people like it can happen. Like we've had someone score 6, we've had someone score 10 this year. So you're beyond that. Now it's just about putting points on the board. What's your 5th deep cut?
Not a deep cut at all.
Okay.
The only person that I can vaguely remember from Shawshank is Morgan Freeman.
He is.
Maybe.
He is. Narrates the film, is in a lot of scenes. He's worth 2 points, though. So well done. And what's your final deep cut? Are we going to go for Morgan Freeman's best friend in the movie, or are you going to go a different direction?
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't think this is the right movie. Katie Holmes isn't in The Faculty, is she?
That's disturbing,
It's disturbing behavior
It's the
again.
other one. They're very similar
Yeah.
in the sense that they're both at high school with kids being body swapped, essentially, right?
Wait, is The Faculty the one with Clea Duvall?
It is. You
Yes.
know what? I'm gonna give you Clea Duvall. I'm gonna give it
Yeah.
to you. Clea Duvall,
Thanks.
which ironically in the movie everyone calls her a lesbian, and she's like, I'm not a lesbian. And then, but I believe in real life she actually is a lesbian. Alex,
Are you
Is she?
asking me? We're not friends.
I don't know, but
hang out
did she not direct the series about Tegan and Sarah?
Yeah, but I don't think you have to be a lesbian to get that job.
But yes, Clea Duvall for 6 points. Well done. Yeah, almost better known as a director now, right? Like she does a lot of work behind the camera. So yeah, well done. Nice pull. Eric, you've got the lead. It's not out of the woods yet, though. Alex could still bring it back. What do you got?
Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's go with James Whitmore for The Shawshank Redemption.
James Whitmore is the old guy, Brooksy, who writes up on the board at the end of the movie. Brooks was here. Yeah. I'm surprised you know. It's one thing to know that there was a character named Brooks. It's another thing to know what his name was. So well done. I know he was more of an actor way back in the day. So James Whitmore for 12 points. That's a good
See,
pull.
this is why I'm like, we have Eric on. He's just gonna not just know everybody. He's gonna know their full names and their entire filmography. I'm like, ugh.
I'm gunning for
I could have
Craig's
just
spot.
napped today.
I mean, Alex, there's still points on the board. What do
Not
you
for
got?
me, baby. Not for me.
All right, what do you got?
I have because I have 2, right? I got my last 2.
This is it. That's not how it works. When did you ever get
1.
2 picks to end the game? This is the 6th round. This is it.
All right.
It's over.
In that case, can I have? I can't believe I forget his name, and it's like making me mad. But Terminator 2, Patrick, what's his name?
Robert Patrick.
Robert
Robert
Patrick.
Patrick.
Thank you.
Not in From Dusk Till Dawn, as somebody thought a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
He's in the sequels, though.
Yeah, that's what we were going to say. I think she confused it with the TV show and the sequels. So Robert Patrick for 6 points as the coach and kind of the main
villain.
Well, he's not the main villain because it's all a big bait and switch in that fucking movie. People,
Why are you mad at this movie?
It's just anyway. People you missed, obviously Tim Robbins, Bob Gunton from Shawshank is the warden. Gil Bellows would have been a decent one. And then after that, yeah, it gets pretty thin. Morgan Freeman's son, Alfonso, is in the movie. And I believe is when they show a picture of Morgan Freeman when he is incarcerated and they show a picture of him when he's like 20 years old, it's actually his son, Antonio Freeman, who when you see him now looks exactly like Morgan Freeman. Let's see, what else we got here? Anything? Rita Hayworth actually gets credited in this movie. And then, yeah, that's about it. Heathers, Winona Ryder, Christian Slater. I'm trying to think. The big deep cut, and this is not a big deep cut by any means, but an actor by the name of Phil Lewis, who is from the TV show Zack and Cody, like The Sweet Life and stuff like that. He is the guy who runs the hotel where the kids stay at. Phil Lewis. And then an actor by the name of Jeffrey Wiseman provides voices in the movie Heathers. He is the guy who took over for George McFly in Back to the Future 2. He took over for Crispin Glover. Yeah, and then so the faculty, Elijah Wood, Josh Hartnett, Robert Patrick, you got Selma Hayek, Chris McDonald from Happy Gilmore plays Elijah Wood's dad. Laura Harris, Alex, from the TV show Gravity.
Yes.
And
there's one called was it not called Defying Gravity?
Was it called Defying Gravity? Yeah.
And she's also in the 6 Feet Under, or sorry, the
Dead Like Me
movie.
Yeah. And she's actually the big bad in this movie. She is the main alien spore kind of thing. Joaquin Phoenix's sister Summer is in the movie. And then John Abrams, who plays Ben Stiller's brother-in-law in Beat the Parents. He's the one that's like smoking pot on the roof that starts the fire that anyway. Danny Masterson, Alex. How did you forget about Danny Masterson? Buying drugs?
We all forgot about him, Jeff.
Yeah. But okay, so do you remember Danny Masterson buying the drugs off of Josh Hartnett in the bathroom? Yeah, he's got them in like pens. The other guy buying the drugs, though, didn't recognize him at all. Wiley Wiggins from Dazed and Confused. He's just got all his hair cut off. And then from Scream 2, the cameraman, Gail Weathers' other cameraman, the African-American cameraman is in it. His name's Dwayne Martin. And then from Not Another Teen Movie, Eric Jungman. He is the guy that wears like the hat and he's got like red hair. I believe he's buying contraband videos off Josh Hartnett in the parking lot because he wants to get a copy of what's the Denise Richards
Wild Things?
Yeah, he wants to get a copy of Wild Things. So well done. Eric, you're the big winner. 60 points. Alex, 47 points. Misty, 23. I was very worried after those first two rounds, but you pulled it together. The Famke Janssen was a very nice pull. So, Eric, you've heard the show. The big win prize is suggesting a future guest. Do you have anyone that Alex would hate to have come on the show because they are also very good at movies?
Well, first of all, thank you again for inviting me, and it's always nice to catch up with Alex. You know, it's been a while in terms of the college days, but I always see you at TIFF. In terms of recommending someone, I mean, there's a lot of really fun, talented, smart people that would be amazing guests on the show. You know, I know Alex always mentions to support, you know, local video stores, and Bay Street Video has an amazing podcast that Mark Hansen co-hosts, and I think he would be a great guest. There's my co-host of the Untitled Movie Podcast, Matt Rohrbeck, and then the Geekcentric guys are all really wonderful people. So there's a lot of really great, you know, talent out there to, you know, have fun and embarrass themselves by how much they know about movies, and if they know, you know, what Hulk Hogan's number one film.
There is that fine line between knowing so much about movies that it becomes embarrassing to not knowing anything about movies where it's embarrassing. You kind of want to be in that middle ground. Well, thanks for coming on, Eric. So you've got your own podcast, the Untitled Movie Podcast.
Yep.
But then people can also see you in a multitude of other places. Where can people track down Eric?
Yeah, so you can find me on most social medias at EM6211. I believe Blue Sky's just Eric Marchen at Blue Sky or whatever that is. Rogers TV. I've been hosting a show called Cinema Scene and have been a film critic for Rogers now for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Started in 2006 when I was 16. And yeah, obviously, like you mentioned, like Rotten Tomatoes before, weekly reviews, interviews, that kind of thing. And thank you again for the write-up. It made me sound more important than I actually was.
Dude, the internet knows who you are, so therefore you're somewhat important. I type in my name and it's like, you mean the host of Deep Cuts, the podcast? I'm like, yep, that's me. That's what I got going on. Well, thanks for coming on. Misty, Cinema Schminema. Tell us about that.
I'm on Substack right now, but this is actually a revamp of the original Cinema Schminema, which you can still find at cinemaschminema.com.
Okay.
Lots more reviews there, and I'm on Blue Sky and Facebook.
Yes, no, so I was looking at Cinema Schminema, and I gotta say, I only knew about a quarter of the movies that you reviewed, because you do some pretty obscure stuff. So if people are into like obscure horror and kind of like cult films, that's a good place to go.
Indie films. I do a lot of short films.
Oh, nice. So. Okay. Well, thank you for coming on all the way from Alabama.
I mean,
you could stay at home and do it, but it's very appreciative when people are able to lend us their time to come on the show. Alex, what's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. I like Eric and gearing up for TIFF, but not in any professional capacity, just for fun as a peasant. But other than that, support your local rep cinema. I know the review is doing Fast and Furious on August 14th. Everybody should go check that out. Also support your local video store. And even if that is just following them on social media, that's super helpful. You can find out when they're going to have sales, because that's the best. Eric, I assume I will see you downtown on Saturday.
Oh, you will.
You can find me on Letterboxd, on Instagram, Blue Sky, everywhere at the Alex Young. And other than that, end of list. That's all I got for you.
Perfect. All right. So now this is the painful part of the show where Alex sends me an outro that he has written for me. And I've never seen it.
You just
what are my
got it.
notes?
It's here's your direction, Jeff. So in honor of the strange man that I sat beside in Fantasia, I want you to do, and again, I don't know if this guy was actually French Canadian, but I would like you to do it in a French Canadian accent. And I have written it phonetically for you, because that's fun for me. So that'll probably help with the accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm just probably gonna fall into like a Pepe Le Pew kind of thing.
That's right. That's about right.
All right, great.
Or like a Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. Any French cartoons that you're familiar with.
Didn't I fall into a Lumiere before and you got mad at me for doing Lumiere?
Yeah, because you were supposed to be doing like like stereotypical Canadian, and it ended up like Parisian French somehow.
Okay.
It was not that long.
And that is all the time we have. And for today, mon ami, merci beaucoup for tuning in. Remember to keep your heart warm, accent strong, and always leave room for a little poutine. I want to thank my guests, Misty and Eric. Be sure to follow Deep Cuts wherever you get your podcast. Until next time, au revoir, hey, stay fantastique. See, it's tough because I've been trying to learn Italian, and this is the opposite of what I'm trying to do here.
Perfect excuse, Jeff. Like, I'm too busy learning Italian to be good at like silly French accent. So like, this is below me.
Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.